Welcome in, everybody. Great to see you. Brittany, thank you for subscribing. Damn it. Here we go. I forgot to mute the other page. Welcome in, y'all. My name's Patrick. You like true crime? Sweet. YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up button if you like the little music in the beginning. That was cool, wasn't it? I found out I could do that. TikTok, hit the follow button. Tap screen like crazy. John Paul Miller, y'all, what the hell's going on with him? I don't know, but let's check it out because Fitz News did an interview with almost said Christina Randall. Fitz News did an interview with Regina Ward, and she apparently has got some details. So we're going to listen to that, and then we got a Christina Randall going on afterwards. So here we go. You guys ready? Let's see what's happening with JP Miller and the FBI. Little Indy, long time no see. Thank you. All right, let's go. You guys ready?
I'm here today with Regina Ward. Regina is the Myrtle Beach-based attorney representing the family of Mica Francis Miller.
Oh, and y'all, this is Fitz News. Make sure you go subscribe to them. They are pinned down in the description of the YouTube video. So make sure you go give them a little love. All right, let's keep going.
And we're going to discuss the recent developments in this ever-evolving case. I often compare this case to a roller coaster, and it's just absolutely one of the most interesting and bizarre cases I've covered.
Absolutely. Heather, do you have white line? I don't even know what that means. But no. I don't even know what that is. What is that?
Thank you so much.
Like guy liner?
For joining me today, Regina. This has been a big week in this case. It had been quiet, but last week with the search at John Paul Miller's home, things really started to heat up, and it became very clear that, despite what his attorneys were saying, there is an ongoing federal investigation.
Absolutely. There's no denying that now.
Right. And people.
I still want to know why they said there wasn't. And I swear this lady said that. Remember, she came out with the other attorneys, like, this is the end of it. Stop protesting. The family wants you to stop protesting. This is the end of it. What happened?
His attorneys were saying, no, it's not happening. You knew early on that this was an ongoing investigation because you had been served with a federal grand jury subpoena.
That's correct. It was one of those things. It's like, I'm sitting on this and I hear so many things being reported in the news and by, just so many different people. And all I could do is just sit there and bite my tongue because I wanted to say, wait a minute, I know it's true.
Just kind of side-eye them.
Yeah. So I'll just smile and go, well, we certainly hope so. But yes, it's true. And in fact, it was, let me look at it. June the 14th is when I got served the U.S. grand jury or United States District Court grand jury subpoena. And that's formidable. So whenever I received that and read through it, it was abundantly clear to me on that day that there was an ongoing investigation as opposed to the theory of, Robeson County saying, oh, the FBI has done their, parallel investigation and, we have nothing else to do. It's on them. And then there's just like crickets. Okay. So when I got that subpoena, I was thrilled and ecstatic because at that point I was like, yes, we actually have a case number. I've got the names of the agents that are assigned specifically to Mica's case. We've communicated on a regular basis. They have my cell phone. I have theirs.
Right.
And I was just, so thrilled that this was serious, that it wasn't going to be, oh, it's another, just to, sort of flit it away or whatever. But that was not the case. And
oh, hell.
I've been very excited.
Thank you so much.
Been waiting and waiting and waiting every day until that search warrant for his home came.
Right. And I don't think a lot of people understand federal investigations. They keep them quiet and they take their time because, they're doing things the right way. And when they get to the point when they indict federally, typically when there is an indictment, if there is an indictment,
thank you so much.
the investigation is primarily completed.
Yes, absolutely. And I know that some people, in the community, supporters and, so forth, or concerned, saying this is taking way too long. In fact, I think that, maybe some people were starting to lose faith that something was actually happening. Of course, the FBI would not be able to give me the date that this was going to happen, obviously. But
so sweet, Angie. Thank you.
I was hoping that it wasn't too far on down the road. And I think that it came at such a great time. It's re-energized the interest of the public in the case, which at this point is super critical. There is a lot more work to be done. What's happened, obviously, in the beginning is the materials that were subpoenaed from me were the building blocks. And there was some particular evidence that the agents made known to me that they were very thrilled to have that I had presented to them.
Oh, hell. Didn't she have the journal or the phone? Wasn't the phone? Oh, I wonder what that piece of evidence is. Holy hell. By the way, TikTok, hit the follow button if you're new here. My name's Patrick. If you like true crime, we're live every single night. Welcome in, y'all. Hit that little follow button. Tap the screen like crazy. Let's get 25,000 likes. YouTube, same thing. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. Let's keep going.
And so I was glad that we had some things that was enough for them to, number one, open an investigation. Number two, for the United States Attorney's Office to take up an interest and assign a case number to it. Then taking all that information would go to the next step, which was, getting enough to show that there was probable cause, i.e. more likely than not, that a crime, and of course I can't talk about what those may be, but
those. She didn't say what that might be. She said what those might be. Oh, hell. How many think there are? This is crazy as hell.
But more likely than not that a crime, has occurred. And so that gets it to the next level so that they can get to that search warrant. Now, the wonderful thing about that.
It is, this is JP Miller. That's his mugshot. Stephanie, it's the Mystery Project. So come on over, the Mystery Project. Thanks for the bears, y'all.
That search warrant is once, the FBI has gone in and collected all the information from there, then it's expected in the normal course of how these types of things happen is that what we have already, or the FBI has already, and what they're adding to it as a result of that search warrant will add up to a nice level of an affidavit for a criminal indictment or indictments. So
exactly,
that's what's on the horizon next. Some people say, well, there's no guarantee that he'll be arrested.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. I mean,
oh, hell. Gene Ward hit us with the, we'll see. Let's see. Man, she's smiling ear to ear.
That's the search warrants. When they get the probable cause, they get a federal judge to sign off on it. That's a really good indication that the investigation is proceeding well. And I've talked.
Angie, what the heck was that? Thank you so much.
To in the course of covering the
yo and me exactly indictments. I'm a slither little snack.
Story, which it's.
Angie, you're crazy as hell. Thank you so much.
It's one of those stories that really touches your heart just because, Mica, she's so relatable. She was so kind. Her sisters are just, wonderful people fighting, fighting for answers as to what happened to her. But in the course of it, I've spoken to a lot of her friends, a lot of people that went to the church. And, I I knew that they had been contacted by FBI agents. I knew this investigation was proceeding. I just, like you, I don't want to ever harm the integrity of that investigation. So, you hold back.
Oh, hell. She was addressing JP's flying monkeys. What the heck are y'all talking about? By the way, did y'all hear that there was actually like 40 monkeys that escaped from like a lab testing facility in South Carolina?
That's suspicious. That's weird.
What the hell? That's true. That's like real life. That was crazy as hell. So I don't know. And they said, like, if you see the monkey, don't 43. Yeah. Don't approach them. They said shut your doors, lock your windows. What the hell is going on in this world? That is crazy. Let's keep going.
Back on some of the things that you're reporting, just, knowing that.
Yeah,
But I do think that, now that people are seeing that that this federal investigation is active, you're seeing that there's an evidence van and these tinted window SUVs at John Paul Miller's home. The confidence in people is growing and people are coming forward more actively. But, I know that we had discussed, there are still people that may be afraid to come forward, may be leery of, cold calling an FBI hotline to give information. Right. And you said that you're willing to help with that.
Absolutely, 100%. That is what I'm hoping will happen within the general public, is that, and actually it already has, quite frankly, that there is a bit more surety and confidence and maybe coming forward. Now, what I'm talking about is witnesses and victims, okay? These are, when I say a witness, that doesn't mean your neighbor told you about it. That's not a witness, okay? That's hearsay, that's evidence not admissible in the court. But if you're the neighbor that was there and saw it with your own eyes, heard things with your own ears, these are the type of witnesses we're looking for. Not people who have said, oh, yes, a friend of mine told my other friend that they saw, X, Y, and Z happen. If you're the one that has the actual, knowledge, personal knowledge, seen it with your own eyes, heard it with your own ears, that type of thing, please give me a call. In fact, I'm very thrilled because already this is working. I had a call yesterday from a witness, and the things that the witness disclosed to me, immediately I knew that this was something that needed to be gotten directly to the FBI. And in fact, the witness had mentioned to me that they were concerned about calling, and I could tell that this person felt somewhat intimidated. I think it is, maybe by the bigness of this, but I can assure you, if please do call the FBI tip line if that's where you're comfortable. If you feel like you want to call and talk to me, I've already discussed it with the agents assigned to this case. The lead, particularly the lead special agent, called me yesterday and said, we think that because of your knowledge of this case, that if people are coming through you, that I can filter those and say, hey, this is someone I think you maybe want to put to the front of the line. Because as he explained to me yesterday, there is a long list of people that they are working through. And I know that some people will lose the confidence and say,
damn, that's crazy. A long list of people they're working through.
Well, gosh, I called that tip line like 4 months ago and no one's called me. That doesn't mean that what you have to offer is not important. It's just there's a lot to work through. And so to get to the front of that line, so to speak, my office, where I'm offering, just call my office my staff has already been told if anyone calls this office and says that they have information regarding a Mica's case, that wherever I am, unless I'm standing in front of a judge in a courtroom working a case, you put me on the phone, because we don't know what the circumstances are that they're under whenever they call. So, and it will be confidential. And also the other thing is, any information that is relayed here, also, it would be while you're going to be protected. No one's going to go out there and say, oh, yes, we got a call from so-and-so who's a witness. Just like I said earlier, I had a witness call yesterday that has some really great information, wanted to make sure that that person felt secure and safe. And I explained the process to that person to make the person feel more comfortable about it. And so that worked well in getting that person set up with the meeting. Good. Directly with the FBI agents assigned to the case. Because once I relayed the information, they were also very interested in hearing what the witness had to say.
Good. I mean, I get the sense that this is a complex investigation. It's not, we can't get into the details, but it's a wide-reaching investigation, and they're doing their due diligence, in terms of building whatever case they're making.
That's exactly right. And I had mentioned.
Oh man, we just want to know, y'all. Just, oh my God, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? I mean, when they talked about the arrest, she was like, "Now we'll just have to wait and see," and she was all smiles and everything. Damn, you crazy as hell, JP. What the hell, man? It is what it is. It is what's gonna happen, y'all. Oh God, I can't wait. I want it to happen right now. I know we can't, but you still want justice so freaking bad. By the way, TikTok, hit the follow button. My name's Patrick. If you like true crime, we're live every night. Also, we're live on YouTube, so if you want to, you can come subscribe to the Mystery Project. We're live on YouTube every night as well. So we're live on TikTok, YouTube, X, and Rumble all at the same time. If you want to see the videos, the Mystery Project over on YouTube. The Mystery Project. We're getting close to 20,000 subscribers over there, so thank you. Let's keep going. And YouTube, let's get 100 likes. We don't even have 100 likes yet. What the heck? Come on, y'all. 76. We can do better than that. Let's go, y'all.
And some other places that I really want the public to be patient. I'm just like you. I want him to go to jail right away. I was so excited to hear that he did go to jail this morning, but I'll retract that and say, I don't want him to go to jail. Really don't. What I want him to do is to go to prison. So, right. Jail and prison are two different things, but being incarcerated is being incarcerated. So things are moving, and we just need to continue to support the family, support the cause of what Mica has generated here with regard to coercive control law. We're still working that, wanting to get that passed. I've come up with a few other things that I'm super excited about that I think is something that may work and help people that are in a coercive control situation that we may be able to get through the legislature a lot faster than a criminal act with regard to coercive control. So lots of work to do. We've got things that we can be working on until that grand day comes that criminal indictment is issued, and we're all making a trip to Florence for the bond hearing.
Right. Yeah, I think, and you've done. I've really appreciated watching you, work with Mica's family, and advocate for them, help them advocate for, giving Mica a voice after what she experienced.
Yeah, it's very near and dear to my heart, and it's a cause that even before Mica came into my life that I've always been very much interested in. And I know plenty of people have heard me say that I'm just astonished that Horry County has not had a domestic abuse violence shelter in, over a decade. That's despicable. But at any rate, we're getting one now. Some people are taking credit for that shouldn't have been in that photograph. But anyway, there's lots of work to do here. So I love the fact that, the spotlight is put on this, some rejuvenation in terms of, this is real. This is happening. We do need the public's help because, just like anything
Right.
else, we've all seen it in the past. If someone is a victim of, of whatever kind of crime with a person, that the more who come up and speak and say, I experienced the same thing, or that happened to me too, or that didn't happen to me, but this happened to me with that person. And so there is strength in numbers, and the more people that we have come forward and share their story with us would be great. And, doing that also, I want to, I guess, make sure people understand when you come forward, if you are a victim or if you're a witness, whichever category that you would be in, there would be some protections for you, to make sure that that's kept confidential until it would be absolutely necessary, because all of that stuff does not have, when I say stuff, all of that evidence does not have to be disclosed to the magistrate or the defendant's attorney and getting a criminal indictment. So that would be a ways down the road.
Right.
And if we have more and more people come forward on that, and as I said, there's strength in numbers. Now that is a leveraging point too, with regard to Mr. Miller potentially being a defendant, and can get that resolved because of those numbers that are behind it.
Right. It's definitely, it has been nice seeing, the confidence in people grow and this investigation move finally.
That's right.
So yeah, I mean, and this case, like I said, is a roller coaster. You never know what's going to happen. And, his arrest this week, I mean, that's
right.
a perfect example of that. It's just been wild.
Yeah, it's quite intriguing that, Mr. Miller would put himself in a situation where he would end up getting arrested. I know he is surrounded by.
Yeah, that is. I mean, he obviously is spiraling, and like there's probably some crazy stuff going on. He's like, "What the heck?" Paranoid, freaking out. But like for that, I mean, just and I don't know if y'all saw that video, but like that girl, I guess apparently or allegedly was at her car. So she's trying to get in her car. She says something to him. He comes charging over there, like runs up to her. I'm like, man, you crazy as hell for that. That is not smart. You do not do that to people. Wendy, thank you so much, y'all. Thanks for the bears. Hit me with those bears, y'all. Yeah, it was her car. That's what I'm saying. That is crazy. You're lucky it didn't. You're lucky you didn't go lights out right then. Queen, I think she said something to him, but like she was one of the protesters. She probably said like, you suck or something like that. He came running over there. I'm like, man, you are crazy as hell. You are crazy as hell for that. Especially in these states where, like, if you charge up on somebody, they have a right to defend themselves. That's nuts, man.
Lawyers and some very competent attorneys as well, who I'm sure have given him advice to steer clear of these things. So it's
yeah, really, stop doing anything.
Intriguing to me, and really not at the same time. It goes hand in hand with the egocentric, narcissistic mindset,
right?
That he's untouchable, can do whatever he wants to, and get out of everything. So, while his arrest too, was I think it was assault.
Queen, thank you, Anshi, thank you.
Battery in the third degree or something, which is basically an unwanted touch that doesn't cause any actual physical harm. So that's people go, what about that? What's going to happen with that? Well, probably not a whole lot, but I'll put it this way: how I'm getting arrested shows that, number one, he is arrestable. His face,
yeah, that's true. We did get a mugshot. We got this.
Is freshly in a mugshot now,
right?
That charge is not going to put him. It's a misdemeanor. It's not going to put him in prison. It's not going to lock him away forever. But boy, it sure might get him in check a little bit.
Right. It might be a reality check for him.
Yeah.
Might be.
Well, thank you so much. I know you're busy because, there is a lot of
Oh hell.
momentum going, and we're trying to get the word out, about this investigation, ways people can get in contact if they have evidence and information. So I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me. And I will make sure that in this interview, we have your office number up there in case anybody does need to reach out. And of course, if anybody needs help contacting Regina, always let us know at Bits News.
Yes, absolutely. And not, and I know some people are maybe a little hesitant to make the phone call even. So the email address is set up you can send an email and say, I have information, or you can be as cryptic as you want to, but please try to give me something to go on. If you'll leave me your telephone number, then, I will reach back to you. But if it's a situation where, I don't want someone putting their own safety at risk by
Right.
this. So I will work with you to get it in a manner that will keep you safe. So if you want to email, we'll email. If you want to call, you can call.
Oh, Angie, that's right.
If nothing else, during my office hours, you just drop in and go to the front desk and say, I need to speak with Attorney Ward about Mica's case. And there won't be any record of that. And come on in and we'll sit down and talk.
Wonderful. Thank you again so much. And, we wish you and Mica's family the best of luck throughout this process.
Thank you. And we certainly do appreciate all the hard work that Fitz News has done on behalf of the family in this case as well. And we do appreciate everything that you've done. And